Good morning, third grade. Welcome to math class. We've been working on subtraction this week and part of last week, and we're going to continue subtraction today. Make sure your assignments are being done and turned in on schoolwork, as I'm checking those to see how you're doing. We really need to understand and master subtraction, because if we don't master subtraction, then all of the other math, it just becomes more difficult. So you guys are actually doing pretty well. We're learning that addition and subtraction have a relationship. So like 2 plus 3 equals 5. So I also know that 5 minus 3 is going to give me 2. So I've learned I can check my work with addition and subtraction because they're always, if they're like a family, the same digits are in the family. So today we're going to work on subtracting across zeros, which is hard. It's a hard way to subtract, and it's a mistake my 5th graders always make, especially whenever we get to division. So they can do all the hard math, but then they make a subtraction mistake and they get their answer wrong. So we're going to work on that today. So if you have your math notebook by any chance, you can take notes on this, but if not, just get a piece of paper and write this down with me, because if you write it down, you'll remember it better. Instead of just listening, instead of just watching, if you do listening, watching, and writing, it helps your brain remember much better. Okay, so let's say I have 501. Yeah, we're going to do a big number. And I'm going to take away 364. Okay. So we know in math class, we always start on the right. Miss Davis is the opposite of Miss Conrad. In reading, you read left to right. In math, we start with the smallest place value almost every single time. So we start with the right. So I need to do 1 minus 4. Is there more on top or more on the floor? There's more on the floor, so I got to go next door and get 10 more. But oh no, they're broke. And the way I like to remember it is I don't have enough, so I'm going to ask Mom. But Mom doesn't have enough either, so she's going to ask Dad. And Dad's like, yeah, I'll give you some. So Dad takes his and gives it to Mom. I did not ask Dad, so Dad's not giving it to me. He's giving it to Mom. So now, this place value, this Mom, has plenty. She has 10, but I still don't have enough. So I have to be like, excuse me, I still need some. So she's going to give me one of hers. So I regroup and I get 10 more. So she's giving me a 10. So now I have 11. And I know that that's confusing, but it's really just going to take practicing it over and over again. I try to teach it using pieces, try to teach it using stories, and try to teach it using just the math, because everyone learns math differently. All right, so now I can subtract. Now I have 11 minus 4. Well, I can start with 4 in my head and count up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I had to count up 7. So 11 minus 4 equals 7. Next I have 9 minus 6, which equals 3. And then I have 4 minus 3, which equals 1. So 501 minus 364 equals 137, I think. I'm going to check using addition. So I'm going to take my 137 and I'm going to add it to my 364. And I'm going to hope that it completes the family and equals 501. Because if it does, I know my answer is correct. If it doesn't, I did something wrong. So 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 4 and 6 complete a 10th rainbow, makes 10. 1 and 1 is 2, and 2 plus 3 gives me 5. Do my numbers match up? Yes, they do. So I know my answer, 137, was correct. Okay, let's erase. Well, I'll erase and we'll do another one. This time, let's do 300 minus 198. Okay. Boy, subtracting across zeros is difficult. It is complex. It's hard to remember all of the steps. So, first I need to ask, is there more on top or more on the floor? Well, there's definitely more on the floor. So I gotta go next door, but the next door neighbor has nothing to give me either. So we gotta go over one more. Or if we want to think of it, mom's broke too, so we gotta go ask dad. Dad has money, so dad's gonna give us, well, he's not gonna give it to us, he's gonna give it to mom. And then mom is gonna give me one. Has no way does dad trust me with all the money. Okay, he trusts mom with it and she trusts me with it. Okay, so now I have traded through, I've regrouped, now I can subtract. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 9, numbers the same, 0 is the game. 2 minus 1 gives me 1, so 300 minus 198 equals 102. As always, we're going to check with addition. So I have 102. I'm going to add my 198 and hope for 300. 8 and 2 make 10. 1 and 9 make 10. 1, 1, 1 added together makes 3. My answers match up, so I know I'm correct. Okay. We'll do one more, and then I'm going to have you work on your schoolwork assignment. So this one is going to be the very first problem in your assignment. So if you want to copy this down and write it on your paper, that way you can just copy it onto your assignment. Don't just copy the answer, that you need to show your work. If you don't show your work, just mark it wrong, because you could have just plugged it all into a calculator. Okay, so I have 405 minus 189. Okay, so more on top or more on the floor? More on the floor, so I go next door and get 10 more. But my neighbor's broke, mom's broke, spent all the money, got nothing. So we gotta go even further next door, because somebody's eventually gonna have some money somewhere, which we'll talk about perhaps later. So anyways, I'm gonna borrow from the 4, and it becomes a 3, and they get 10. So they have plenty now, but do I have any yet? Can I take 9 from 5? No, I still need to borrow. So I'm going to take 1 from them, and 10 more plus 5. So 10 plus 5 gives me 15. Now I can subtract. 15 minus 9 gives me 6. 9 minus 8 equals 1. And 3 minus 1 equals 2. So I'm going to check my work. 216 plus 189 should equal that. 6 and 9 make 15. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. My answer is 405. It matches, so 405 minus 189 does indeed equal 216. So for the very first question on your schoolwork assignment, you can copy this down. This is what I look for when I'm checking your work. If all you put is the answer, I'm marking it wrong. I need to see your thinking. If you make a mistake, I need to see where your mistake was. If you would rather copy the questions down on paper and take a picture of that and upload it on Cecil, that's fine. Just on your schoolwork assignment. So when you pull up your worksheet, so I know that it's on Seesaw, my password will work. When you open your assignment, so they know it's on Seesaw, write Seesaw across it for me before you turn it in so that I know to check instead of just thinking you just turned it in blank. Okay, guys, good luck. Have fun. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be close by. See ya.